everybody, welcome back to the Watch Pals. My name's Chris. This week we watched Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, because it is the summer of Power Rangers. Before we get into that movie, let's talk to a couple of the pals here, starting with Jeff. Jeff, welcome back.
Hey, I'm back. We're here. It's Power Rangers again. I only have to suffer through 2 more of these, I guess.
Yep, can't wait. Jordan can wait. How you doing, Jordan?
Hey, you.
Great, thank you. It's great to hear your voice. We have the second ever guest host on the show. His name's JT. JT, thank you for coming on the show and welcome aboard.
You're welcome, and thank you.
Thanks for being a pal. Yay.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know, JT, yeah, he's my buddy, not you guys' buddy. F you guys.
Okay.
And we're in a band together.
We're not loud.
So that's pretty cool.
He's allowed to have one buddy, and that is me.
Yep.
That's it. JT, why don't you tell us a little about yourself? What are you packing down there? What is your turns on, turns offs?
So
what do you do?
I'm good at 2 things. I'm like okay at drumming, and I'm in Jeff's metal band.
Yeah.
And my main thing is I'm a wedding videographer. So because of my wedding filmmaking background, I'm sure that's why you guys asked me to come on and review and talk about this movie.
Power Rangers.
Which, yeah, it has a lot in common. So I'm really excited to explain the comparisons and talk about the influences. Yeah,
they go hand in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm really curious, like your thoughts on the cinematography hits and in this film, and the artistic vision that you think they were trying to bring to life.
Oh, I got some stuff to say. Don't worry.
So we watched Power Rangers. Before we get started though, I want to do another segment of get to know your pals. I watched this week. I had to watch The Sound of Music. And I never realized how influential the music in that friggin' movie is, or that play or musical, whatever the hell it is. I hate musicals, and I hate them even more, and that goddamn musical sucked. And it's the first time I've ever seen it, and I was like hearing all these songs that I hear in other media. It's insane. So my question is, 1, do you like musicals? And 2, is there a musical you actually like, can suggest that you think is good, was good, you saw in person maybe, not in a movie form? I don't know. Jeff, what about you?
I have one. Yep. Easiest question in the world for me. Cannibal the Musical. If you're not familiar with that, it's the creators of South Park. They did a musical. It's a movie. You should watch it. The sky is blue. Blah, 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 blah.
They did a movie?
Yeah. Spadoinkle Day, baby. Shout out to Tiffany. She'll love that one. But yeah, no, that's a great one. I mean, but then I don't know if that's the one that just came to mind immediately. So,
have you ever seen Sound of Music, Jeff?
I have not, but I have heard all the songs. I guess Grease counts as one, right? Is that a musical?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
definitely
probably.
does. Yeah,
kind of.
Sucks too.
I've seen that.
It's a movie with songs in it,
right? I mean, that's every movie, pretty much.
Yeah.
But.
Well,
I don't like musicals because to me it just like takes me out of it. All of a sudden, I just start breaking out into song. And I'm like, what is going on? This is not. Yeah. It's just too far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you guys know all these steps out of nowhere? The song and the words to the song.
I think that's why it worked in the comedy. Like it lends itself to comedic stuff because it's so goofy.
So Jordan, what about you? Have you seen any musicals?
I saw a bunch growing up. Well, bits and pieces because
you were in musicals, right?
No, I never did musicals.
Oh.
Okay,
that's where I drew the line, Chris.
You thought about being in a musical.
I thought about being in a musical.
Yeah.
No, my mom was really into them, like the old ones from like the 50s, 60s. I know I've seen Sound of Music, never like all at once, probably in pieces. So I've never been into them, but I like La La Land. I think is that considered a musical?
Oh,
maybe.
I don't know.
I'm looking up musicals right now, and I'm a little surprised. But that's a great musical. Okay, okay.
What's a great musical?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh God.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's a big plant.
Yeah, Audrey 2, baby.
I had to watch that when I was a kid, and my parents watched it. It's stupid. I don't think I liked it.
It also says Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is, I guess. I mean,
really?
the Oompa Loompa songs, right?
Yeah, anytime they just start breaking out into like song and dance, I think it's a musical.
I mean, the very first one on this list of 100 is Wizard of Oz. I guess that counts too, right?
Yeah.
So
I guess, what have you ever seen a stage musical, like a Broadway musical or anything like that? Or you actually sat in a audience?
I was at the opera once because they were a client of ours, and it was actually pretty cool. I forget what it was called. And obviously I like saw it nowadays, and they had like subtitles there, which was interesting. But I would go again. I would probably rather pick one to go to. I got to go for free through work, but it was interesting. I think it was just like, I don't know. I like experiencing and doing things I haven't done before. So that was one of them.
So cultured.
I try to take it in a little bit.
Have you got other guys ever been to a musical in person?
Yeah. When I was younger.
Yeah, I think so. Probably. I try to block it out.
Same.
Okay.
Aladdin? Every Disney movie, I guess.
Yeah,
Aladdin,
yeah, you're right. Yep.
The Phantom of the Opera. I mean, that's a
Never
cool-
seen that. Couldn't care less. Jeff, me and Jeff went and saw, was that Zelda music?
Oh,
live?
we did. We saw Zelda music live. It was incredible.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
just them
awesome.
playing Zelda, though. That's not a
It's
musical.
not a musical.
I know.
Well,
I'm
it was
just saying,
like
we
the
went-
symphony.
You're just going out
Symphony.
to rock out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a musical. You're good.
You're right. Yeah, that's why I liked it.
If you like it, it's not a musical.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't count. I like it.
So we watched Power Rangers. This is my doing. It's another movie in the summer of Power Rangers. This one was the second movie, came out in 1997. Have you guys seen it before this?
No.
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 I fell off from Power Rangers at this point.
Yeah, same.
Same.
I think you said that last year, Jordan. Last movie, you said you were
Last
going
year.
talking to girls or something instead of watching movies. Power Rangers.
No.
What was it again? I can't remember.
I don't know where I said
No,
that.
I
grew
didn't
up.
say that.
Jordan was doing both. He was doing both. He was showing the girls his action
I was doing
figures.
musicals at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Thinking about doing musicals.
So this is a 1997 movie. This is okay. So Turbo. I went into the background last time about Power Rangers, and JT, I guess we should ask you: what's your background in Power Rangers, growing up and stuff?
Well, I used to be one. And,
Okay, good.
you know, so yeah, I used to like it, you know, when I was a kid. And I think when the first movie came out, I think that was like 95.
Yep.
I remember being like a little bit older. I think it was like 9, I guess. And I remember liking it, but thinking like, this is peak Power Rangers. Like, it can't get any better than this. And then I think around that time I started watching like, you know, Dragon Ball Z and other things.
Oh, yep.
So, and I realized like how like kind of, you know, lame Power Rangers was compared. So I remember when Turbo was like announced and they were like promoting a little bit, but I was just like, this is like, what is this? Like, why don't you just call it Power Rangers 2? Why do they got to call it like Turbo? You know, that's stupid. And I think I saw the trailer and was just like, this is dumb. I have no interest. And I think, you know, I avoided watching it for the last 30 years.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad we could bring you back around because
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, the first one I thought was interesting because it wasn't even canon to the show.
right. This
No,
one semi is.
Okay.
Yeah. So also the JT, I remember. Do you remember what they were wearing in the first movie? That they were wearing like this plastic, like everything was different in a stupid way.
Yeah. I don't remember much about it. I probably maybe should have watched that first before watching Turbo,
Nope.
but
You didn't need to.
no, I didn't need to.
No.
I just remember it being like, everything was like shiny and like glossy for some reason.
And the CG was horrifying.
Was it horrible?
It did not age well. The coolest part of the first one was Ivan Ooze. That's a cool villain. But other than that.
Yeah, what's up with this film? Okay, well, I don't want to get too far ahead. Hold on.
So this came out in 1997. It earned $3.3 million in opening weekends. So total, it made about $9.6 million. I don't think I could find the budget. It didn't really say the budget. So
I looked that up too. The budget was around an estimated $8 million, so they made their money back, I think.
I'm glad they made their money back because then they kept on making crap after that.
Yeah.
But so Power Rangers Turbo was the 4th season. The first movie was not canon, but this actually was kind of canon, which is weird. I don't understand why they did it this way, but
Didn't this lead into the Turbo series?
yes,
It was like
but
a precursor.
but the end of this movie isn't canon though, because the monster is like the main villain for like a couple seasons after this.
Oh.
So they just like brought them back.
I don't know. I don't think they really explained he was just there again. They just kind of like did it again, like they just like reintroduced everything in the season.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the third season is the end of the Mighty Morphin era, and that's whenever the new alien force comes and like basically destroys everything and ruins the command center. And under the command center were the Zeo crystals. And the Zeo crystals made Power Rangers Zeo, and that was That's the fourth season.
Oh, that was the fourth season. Okay.
Yes, because that's when they lose their power, the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger suits, and they change to the Zeo.
Yeah, I think at that point I was already off of the show. I think.
Yeah, I think I ended around like right the Mighty Morphin when that ended. I was like,
same.
Not my Rangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, I was that Tommy's the Red Ranger. Like, get the out of here with this. He's the Green Ranger.
I do like that Jason.
Yeah, and
there's some
Kimberly.
unresolved issues there with that later on in the movie with Jason and Tommy, which I appreciate.
Oh yeah.
Well, they got rid of the Black Ranger now because of the obvious issues with that and Zach, which they expressed later when they talked about it. But they got rid of the Black Ranger for Turbo too. They got like that's like not really a thing anymore, I guess, in a lot of the seasons. Yeah, so this movie in the season of Turbo was based on Sentai Car Ranger. Was actually, and I think it was kind of a joke season. It was supposed to be a funny season for the Sentai series. So it wasn't even really like a serious one, but for some reason they made it super serious by making a movie over here and making the season, which I think had like 50 episodes or something crazy like that.
They just had to work with the footage they had, right?
I'm curious, did they do that for all of the seasons of Power Rangers, or did the US eventually start filming their own like action sequences?
I just saw an article not too long ago that it was like, this is finally over. Now what are the Power Rangers going to do without the footage?
We talked about that because they just finished last year was the last season of the Sentai show. JT, that they around 2000, I want to say 2009 or something, 2008, Disney bought Power Rangers and they started doing their own series. So that wasn't with the Sentai series.
But wasn't it because it was Fox who had the rights?
Fox had it. They sold it. Well, actually, Saban had it.
Okay.
Had it. So then they started making their own season. So they went from the Sentai footage to actual like CG footage. And then in 2017, I think they got bought. Saban like bought it out, and Hasbro bought part of it. So now Hasbro actually owns it. And so they started using the Sentai footage again, like 2017. And then I think what happened was, I want to say that since Sentai just ended, they're going back to Disney and they're doing a Disney like reboot of it or something. I don't know. It's really weird.
Wow.
But it's still a thing.
That's interesting. You know, whatever they can to save a few bucks, you know, just recycle old footage anytime they can.
Back to the well.
I will say though, the fact that it's still going is like, that's kind of cool.
Like for kids, I'm sure it's like, yeah, I mean,
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's easy to rip on it now, but like when you're a kid, like it's awesome.
Oh, it's great.
Yes, especially because there's big robots and stuff. And they started, and like JT, they sell the original Power Ranger toys now. Again, they reissued all of them. So like my kid has them. It's pretty awesome to be able to play with the Megazord again.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, that'd be sick.
So this is Turbo was considered the worst season, one of the worst seasons. It almost got the show canceled, and only the seasons after this they kind of like made it way better. And actually Zordon dies like 2 seasons after this one, but this is supposed to be one of the worst seasons they ever had. Well, I don't think they talk about it in the movie.
Do you know why it was one of the worst seasons? Because I watched a weird Power Rangers documentary that I feel like I keep bringing up. It was because the Zords were just cars.
Yep.
And no one cared about that. They were like, okay. It's like, great.
You know, I did kind of think that when they introduced it in the movie. I'm thinking like they're just cars. Like, it's whatever.
It's lame because they get the cars and like, we can't use them. We have to take a ship, an old wooden ship to cross the ocean.
It didn't even like turn into a boat or anything.
What the hell?
Yeah.
No, they just drove in the water. Like what? Like, all right.
Like in the 2010s, there was an entire season. No, when they came back from Disney and they started using Sentai footage again, there was an entire season of them as pirate rangers and Sentai. But I guess the actual show here didn't even recognize that. So they were dressed up as pirates and drove a pirate ship that turned into a Zord, but they didn't talk about them being pirates at all the entire series on the American side. It was really weird.
Cool.
I mean, the costumes were cool and the Zords were cool, but it was really stupid. JT, I watched an entire 30 hour-long documentary thing about every single season of the Power Rangers on YouTube recently. So.
Honestly, send me that link. I'm some time to kill, maybe.
It's called Beyond the Fourth Wall. I'll send you a link. It's really good. It's a 2 hours for each season. This guy goes through and like breaks down every single thing in the series. But anyway,
I will say you guys have got me thinking about Power Rangers more in the last like few days than I have in the last 20 plus years. So like I'm definitely like, I'm going down the rabbit hole a little bit with it.
There's a lot of great things. Apparently the end of the third season is one of the best seasons ever. There was an episode with every single Red Ranger comes back like in the last couple years. It's really awesome.
Yeah. They did like a big thing announcement for that. There's like
Jason
40,
was like the head ranger.
There's like 40 of them.
Yep. Yeah. It's called Forever Red. It's great. I actually watched the episode because it's pretty awesome. But anyway, let's get into Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. And again, this movie at the end of Zeo, the season of Zeo, the Zeo Rangers, and you see it in the beginning of the movie. The pink Zeo Ranger was in it whenever she falls into the waterfall and she's kind of transformed, but then like doesn't do it for some reason. I don't think they were allowed to use the Zeo Ranger stuff in this movie because they don't mention why Zeo Rangers stopped being Zeo Rangers and turned into Turbo Rangers. They don't explain that at all. Even in the season.
Did they say why Kimberly and Jason left?
I think they did in the series, right?
Yes, they go away to some world conference thing in
Scuba
Europe.
camp.
They're like, we want to have careers.
Well, no, it's because they joined the union, the Screen Actors Guild, and they wouldn't. And Power Rangers notoriously
in
doesn't
real
use
life,
those.
in real life. In the series, they were like,
Yeah, what was
we
the
want to
reason in the
pursue
series?
careers. Like
They got accepted to something on. No, they got accepted to the World Conference for Teenagers or something in Europe.
World Conference.
That sounds like a real thing.
Yeah, it's really stupid.
the World Conference of Teenagers.
Yeah.
All teenagers.
Come to Epstein
listening
Island,
here.
teenagers. Yeah.
God, no, teenagers. That's not old.
In the
too
Zeo
old.
series, on the Zeo season, Tommy gets a letter from Kimberly, basically breaking up with him.
Yeah, because like his love interest is the Australian Pink Ranger now,
Yep.
right? Is that the thing?
Yeah, because of that breakup. Yeah,
He's just really into Pink Rangers. That's it.
I guess it's pretty cool.
He likes the pink.
I read
boy.
briefly too. I don't know if you're gonna cover this, but I was reading that the actress, what's her name, that plays the Pink Ranger, or Amy, is it Amy Jo or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. The only reason that she's in this movie is because like she was contracted to have two feature length films for the Power Rangers. So they had to like kind of shoehorn her character.
Oh wow, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. It seems because it does kind of seem like I don't know.
Yeah, because they're scuba diving. Her and Jason are scuba diving. They get captured, and she's like, "I wanted to surprise them by helping them save the
build a shelter or something, right?
The shelter, like, but why are you scuba diving right now?" It was so bizarre.
Like I guess both of their existence in the movie is just very weird, but
yeah.
Anyway,
Jason pops up a lot in other seasons. Even Tommy does too. I think Jason just got arrested for stealing COVID funds, so he's like in trouble for that. But anyway,
Tommy's dead.
So yeah, he passed
R.I.P.
away. Yes. So this movie starts out with this wizard Laragot, this like little, I don't know, Oompa Loompa looking thing walking around. And they introduce him. His name's Laragot, and they introduce Divatox.
Yeah, they do the Star Wars movie crawl at the beginning of this.
yeah,
They do. They did it on the first one too.
did they? I don't remember
Yeah.
it.
What does that even mean?
The start, like the text,
Chris.
flying text in space.
Oh, well, okay.
It started with that, and you're like, "Whoa, okay." Is there some licensing and copyright issues here? I guess I don't know. Maybe not.
It seems like people that make this type, the top Power Rangers movies and shows don't really care about anything.
Probably not,
Acting,
no.
they don't really care like if people can act or not. They're just like, hey, who wants to do this? So Liaria is the planet this everything kind of starts on. The Divatox, who's this pirate, intergalactic pirate, it wants to marry Malagor for power and riches, and so they are trying to get Laragot to help them get into the what's it called? The Nemesis Triangle, where Malagor is being held.
Which is like the Bermuda Triangle, pretty
Yeah,
much.
which is on Earth apparently too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laragot escapes to Earth somehow or for some reason, to stay away from Divatox.
Dude, he uses the Doctor Strange portal.
Yeah, he just teleports there.
Like, why don't you just
sling
teleport
ring.
away from everything? Yeah.
Yeah, he spends the first 15 to 20 minutes, it seems, running or very casually walking away from her people, her minions in this jungle or whatever. Finally gets caught and then decides to teleport. Bro, why don't you do that 15 minutes ago? Teleport to a different planet.
He also looks like a character from the Dark Crystal in this.
Yep.
Dude, he looks like from the Dark Crystal, and he's got the hairstyling of our Olympic gold medalist Elisa Leo. Did you see the stripes?
So he jumps. I guess I think this the idea is that he's trying to go find Zordon and Alpha 5 because they're friends or whatever. He lands in Africa, but the ultraviolet rays of our sun make him weak.
He's like a vampire kind of.
I guess.
He's not just wandering though. He's not just wandering around in Africa.
He's meeting people or meeting animals, being friends with them.
No. A bunch of chimpanzees just kind of lead him to nothing. They're just walking him around
Dude, the way he falls out of the tree is great. I was like, look at this thing's face. It's so stupid. I love it.
Everything about this guy sucks. And he befriends a tiger. He fights a tiger or something. What's he do with the tiger or a lion or something? Right?
No,
away?
he woos it into kind of being okay with him, right?
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. He charms it.
Yeah, he charms the lion. I guess that's where a lot of the budget went, was to
charm the lion.
Wildlife.
These crazy animals to interact with this guy in this crazy costume. I'm just gonna get hung up on the chimpanzees just ultimately picking him up and grabbing his hand and then walking around with him. There's a montage of him being walked around for a little bit, and then it just, you never figure out where they were going, because they meet up with Tommy and the other pink ranger or whatever at some point. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but where were the guy? I want to know where the chimpanzees were leading him. That was never resolved.
Could you imagine being that actor in that costume?
Yeah. It's pretty crazy how much full frontal chimpanzee we got in this.
There was a lot. There was quite a bit,
Yeah.
especially the last shot of him. He's just check it out,
Dude,
bro.
that one's had that thing dragging on the ground. You see that? Hitting rocks and stuff. You didn't see that one?
What do you watch?
His hammer?
I think you're watching a different.
I think I watched the different Power Rangers.
I had a different cut than you guys.
Yeah, because it's really the can you imagine showing up to work one day as an actor in this little costume, and you're hey, you're gonna walk around with chimpanzees, and you're oh, this is great.
Until you get murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
yeah. I don't know. That costume probably would have saved his face being ripped off. So I guess he probably felt pretty safe.
He's the kind of thing you can you run into and knock him down a hill, so he rolls down a hill because you can't really get up from it. I don't know unless there's, I don't know who's in there though. Anyway, Zordon finds out
John Simonton.
I wonder if you can look
I'm
up
looking
who's
on
actually in there.
IMDb right now.
Yeah. So Zordon sends Tom and Kat to Africa to find Laragot and bring him back to the power chamber because they know. Obviously, they're oh no, the Divatox and Malagor, we can't let him out, just like Ivan Ooze and everything.
Wait, hold on.
Classic.
There's a competition that's supposed to be happening.
You're right. Yep. So yes, I'm sorry, I skipped that part.
The children's angel. What is it? Angels Haven.
Yeah,
Kids
Angels Haven.
place.
Yeah.
And Rocky, the one ranger, gets injured. Which is so stupid because he does a roundhouse kick and flies out outside of the ring on his back. What is that?
He kicks his own. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I was
that?
this is the dumbest.
So wait, that guy's supposed to be a ranger?
Yeah.
His name's
He's a
Rocky
Blue Ranger,
too.
right?
So he's the Blue Ranger. So Rocky was the Blue Ranger. He actually, behind the scenes, didn't want to do this movie and was getting out. This is his way out. He doesn't come back.
I'm going to embarrass myself at the very beginning of the movie.
You're
to
gonna
get
kick
out of
yourself.
being an embarrassing movie? What?
Yeah, you're gonna kick yourself out of this ring and be in a neck brace and
I'm nearly positive he's not actually in the season. He leaves from this movie. Maybe the first episode, but
That just makes sense because the kid becomes a Blue Ranger after
dude.
him.
Right. But up until this movie, the Blue Ranger before? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was established leading into the movie from prior seasons.
I think
that
season 3 he becomes the Blue Ranger.
Did he replace? So he replaced. Is he the direct replacement for Billy?
Billy is actually he's actually in the season. No, he's in the Zeo season. See, Billy left because the story was he was getting made fun of because he was homosexual.
Oh, okay.
But in the season Zeo season, he doesn't become the Blue Ranger anymore, and that Rocky does, and so he is actually helping Zordon and Alpha like make new Zords and stuff. He's like working behind the scenes. And then there's these other Rangers. They're like alien Rangers, I think they call them. Actually, they're from a different country or different planet, and they come here to help the Power Rangers fight the enemies, the Tinker Nation or whatever it's called. Then Tommy gets hurt and his power's taken away, so he has to go back to the alien planet to help restore him. And I think he pops up once in a while in like a video feed, like, "Hey, I'm doing great out here," and that's it.
Okay.
And he's gone.
So basically, I guess my question is that Rocky, up until this point, like he was established at least a little bit as the Blue Ranger, and then he gets in the ring, I guess, kicks his own ass, like Jeff said.
Yeah,
and
just training too.
All I could think about watching this was just like, dude, this guy's a Power Ranger? Like, what the hell? He can't even he can't hit anything. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, he couldn't hit. Yeah, he couldn't kick and hit the
hard
thing.
He throws himself out of the ring. Like, what?
And like hurts his neck.
Yeah.
So yeah, he wanted, apparently behind the scenes, he was trying to leave, and this is his way of leaving. I mean, they have a lot of issues with, like, there's a lot of times that this happens in Power Rangers where like people just don't show up. And then actually after the next season is called Power Rangers in Space, and then there's like Lost Galaxies, the season after that. And that's whenever every season from that point on is a new group of teenagers, new town, and new storylines.
That's because they don't pay anyone anything, and everyone wants more money every time.
I heard about that,
Oh. You know what you forgot to mention is Bulk and Skull are in this, which automatically makes it a little better.
They haven't showed up yet.
Yeah, they have. They were at the stadium.
Yeah, this is before the Rocky falling out of the ring is before that.
Oh yeah, that's before everything we've talked about, though.
Yes, well, except for the whole Larrigotten stuff thing. But yeah, generally, Bulk and Skull do show up again. They don't really do a lot. They were in the first movie.
They get captured, basically.
Oh yeah, they
19 seasons of this show, which is crazy.
Yeah. It started in 93, and it's been going since.
Kids love stuff that sucks. What can you say, you know?
but they're the only ones consistent in the show for a very long time, which is interesting.
Yeah. They're the longest tenured. That's funny.
So, Rocky gets hurt. Zordon sends Tommy and Kat to Africa. Well, so Zordon and Kat, they go to the hospital. That little kid that they introduce, what's his name? What the hell is it?
Blake or something, or
Toy.
Yeah, Blake Toy. That was his name.
Justin.
Yeah. So Justin.
Justin Toy. All right, my bad.
So he's kind of friends with the Power Rangers, I guess, from the Angel's Haven. He goes to the hospital to see Rocky after he witnesses Rocky gets hurt. He hides under the bed. The other Power Rangers come in and are like, "Hey man, what's going on? You're okay?" And then Zordon contacts him. He's like, "You got to get to the command center," and they teleport out. And Justin's under the bed. He's like, "Oh my god, you guys are Power Rangers!" So that's how Justin figures stuff out. And it's so stupid why they do this. But Zordon says, "Hey, you guys got to find Larrigot because he's here, and they're trying to release Malagor." He sends Tommy and Kat to Africa. They use, what's it called? The power packs or the power book bags or something?
Little Ghostbusters packs.
Yeah. Like, take your power book bags. They're like, you could transform into Power Rangers. Why do you need power packs?
Dude, and don't even get me started with the Anaconda scene where she could have just easily transformed and like avoided everything that transpired after that.
Yo, she jumped so far out of the way.
Oh my god, dude.
That she fell off a cliff essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a Power Ranger that kicked his own at the beginning, and then you got two more who are the clumsiest people ever.
I love that she flies.
JT, do you know that in one of the later seasons, Tommy, he goes away for a while, but he comes back as the Zordon stand-in and like becomes a teacher at the high school. for all the Power Rangers.
Right, because he's not a teenager anymore. You got
Yeah, he's like he becomes a Power Ranger again, like as like the Prism Ranger or something like that. It's really weird. Anyway.
the Dad Ranger.
Yeah. Boppy Ranger.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Diva Talks for a second?
Yeah. This is a kid's movie. This is a kid's movie.
Dude.
And she's busting out of that costume, bro.
Dude, she has calcium cannons flying out this whole film.
What?
I was like, holy guacamole.
Like little kids looking at this, like what?
It sells, I guess. Well, because you figure the age groups are getting older now. Like the kids who started watching Power Rangers are like, they got to keep them around somehow. And that was a thought.
Bringing their kids to the theater, they got to have something to see, I guess.
Yeah. And that was the thought of, I guess the reason why they made, the story was, and this again was in that fourth wall thing, because there's a thing called Power Morphicon every year. I don't know where they're at, but they're like basically cons for Power Ranger stuff. And they talk about stuff like, they have talks and everything and presentations, but I guess they were trying to bring in more kids at this point because, for the people that started watching it are getting too old for this now. And that's why they bring in Justin, because at the same time on Fox, there was a show called Battleborgs. Oh, and it was with kids and they morph. And so that got to be really popular. And that's why they were bringing in Justin to try to get like younger kids to be interested in it for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. But
when he morphs into a ranger, they turn him into an adult anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. They're like, this kid can't do karate.
I mean, come on. The reason why kids like the show is because of big robots fighting monsters. That's the reason why everybody watches.
It's true.
There wasn't enough of that in this movie.
Yeah, but I will say they got rid of the CG bullshit. So that's a step in the right direction from the last one. Like they brought back what made it special, at least. It had it like practical effects. I will give it credit. The practical effects are cool. Like the guys walking around with Diva Talks are
better.
Cool.
Yes.
Like they look way better.
So Diva Talks has some guys, her nephew Elgar, who just sucks.
I don't see the family resemblance, by the way.
Yeah. What the?
Where's his calcium cannons at?
So Diva Talks becomes like a friend of the Power Rangers seasons from now. She I don't think she becomes a ranger. Yeah, like she goes through they have a whole thing with her.
A redemption arc.
Yes, and she comes back like later, seasons away, and like saves the Rangers in some big issue.
Wow.
I do like that she calls Rita Repulsa, and it's like, how do I deal with them? And she's like, how the should I know?
She's in bed with what's his name?
Lord Zed.
We'll get to that.
Sucking Lord Zed's.
Well, they have a kid, remember?
Yeah, so she definitely sucked his maybe. At the very least, she put his in her. At the very least.
Go on.
Thanks for captioning that.
He topped her off, and then they had a kid.
Oh, is that
who actually leaves them and abandons them because they're not evil enough and goes and tries to fight the Power Rangers. I don't know.
That's pretty sick. I like this storyline.
Did you guys know that at the same time all this was going on, there was did you remember that Zed had like this dragon that was supposed to be the most powerful thing in the universe, but the battery sucked on it? It was called what the hell was it called? And it was like this big thing in the show. They would always go back to it every once in a while, and it was just flying around.
The dragon they were talking about he had?
No, because it was like the biggest thing ever, but the battery sucked on Serpentera. Serpentera was this constant thing that was flying around, and actually they destroy it in season 3, but it's like this giant thing that's always flying in front of the moon, and it's supposed to be the most powerful thing in the world, but they couldn't get the batteries to stay charged, was the entire storyline of that.
That's amazing.
And that's why you can never use it to fight anybody.
Oh, it looks sick.
What a useless weapon then.
They probably just had a bunch of like footage of it and couldn't figure out how to use it.
They just want to sell a toy, right?
Yeah.
It comes up like later. He goes and attacks a planet with it, but then the batteries die or something. I don't know. It's really stupid. Anyway, Elgar abducts Bulk and Skull, and Diva Talks like, because they need something pure of heart to open up the Nemesis Triangle. They abduct Bulk and Skull, but they're not pure enough. So she needs to go capture Kimberly and Jason, who are scuba diving, as we mentioned.
Why are they scuba diving when they're supposed to be going back to help save this like home for kids? What are they doing?
Sometimes you gotta scuba dive.
They're trying to like find stuff for the kids.
Yeah, maybe they're looking for parts.
treasure for the kids.
Yeah.
Sunken treasure for them. That's how they were planning on raising funds.
Well, I mean, come on. Every season, we saw in the last one, the Power Rangers are always doing like extreme sports. Like they're skydiving, they're racing cars.
That's how they relax.
Yeah.
Divatrox apparently has a bunch of jet skis with her.
Yeah, and they look like they're having a blast.
Yeah.
Getting to the shore.
And they pull up like 50 feet offshore and then like drive their jet skis up like they're an army. She also is from a water planet, I guess, or some kind of planet where she's an underwater pirate and then transfers through the galaxy in her submarine into the oceans of the Earth. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't quite follow that.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I try not to get hung up on that.
Yeah, right. Hold on a second. It's just lining up.
Break out into song and dance. You know what I mean? So,
but they do like just like peel out from they all like come flying out. Her and her minions, or the minions in Elgar, come flying out, and they're like, yeah, do we have these fake bodies? And they get Largot because Divatox has his family, his wife and his kid. Largot can do magic and like charm things. Why can't he just do that to Divatox? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
He used all of it. He used all of it on the lion.
But he uses a laser.
Yeah. Oh, no, I think he gave himself up because he wanted to get. I guess he was maybe trying to get to his family, so then maybe he could. I don't know.
But why doesn't he do that to all like do they have like some kind of thing that says you can't charm them or something or teleport them away? It doesn't make any sense.
Because he's just stupid. That's why he do it.
Yeah, I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He can't even form words.
Yeah, he can't form words. Yeah.
He can't even talk.
He just makes noises.
But he can open up the Devil's Nemesis Triangle, or whatever it is.
You don't have to talk to do that, I guess.
That guy had sex. That's crazy.
Yeah.
God damn.
Like recently too, that baby was not that old.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're babies for like 20 years or something, like elephants.
There's a lot of implication.
Like
well, that's true. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know their.
We don't know the biology. Yep.
Right.
So they get tricked, and the Power Rangers are like, "Oh, geez, they got us." And then Divatox is like, "Yes, we're gonna go open up the Nemesis Triangle and let Malagor out."
So wait, why did Skull and what's his name have white
Vulcan
hair
Skull?
and start speaking Italian?
Although one was German, right?
Was it German? Okay.
They lost their memory, right?
One of them was German. One of them was Italian. I think they were like different nationalities.
I think they just said like they wiped their memory or something, so they can't remember what they were doing or something.
But their hair was white.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was?
Yeah.
And all the little sound effects. Is that like I can't remember. Is that a normal thing? Every time they talk, they have like these little like weird sound effects in the background. That's like always.
They're like the slapstick weird comedy.
The music they have.
Like they're just like someone's idea of like punching up the script to make them funnier is just like, let's just add wacky sounds underneath.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Wacky is the perfect way to describe Bulk and Skull, though. Wacky.
Bulk and Skull are in a lot of seasons. Like eventually one of them goes to college. In Lost Galaxy, there's like this human spaceship that's around another galaxy where Zoran's captured, and he opens up like a bar there, like the juice bar, where the Rangers hang out on the spaceship. Is really weird. It gets wild. They in the third season, Bulk and Skull in the final episode, they help with a human uprising against the aliens to try to take down the aliens in Angel Grove, and they do this passion thing of like, let's go kill them. They're in our town, and they lead a charge. These like alien guys. Because the Rangers are doing something else or something. They're dead or something. I don't remember. It's wild.
Do they ever become Power Rangers? Because that'd be cool.
No. And they never. At one point, though, I think in the Zeo season, they have control of Goldar and Rita's brother. They're like, because they get, whenever they destroy the power or the command center, the Zeo crystals run underneath it. That's what gives them the power of like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Goldar goes underneath the command center and basically finds the Zeo Crystal, and he makes tunnels or something, and Rita's brother, Rito, and then they blow it up and they lose their memory, and they just hang out in Bulk and Skull's, like they just live in Bulk and Skull's garage for like half a season. Just like doing wacky
Rita
stuff
does?
with them.
I need to revisit these seasons.
No, Goldar and Rito. Rito is Rita's brother.
Amazing.
I got a lot of dumb time on my hands. So Divatox, to fight Divatox, because apparently she's some evil thing, they have to they basically create new Zords and new turbo powers, but they still have the Zeomorph powers because Kat, the Pink Ranger, almost morphs, but since they're not allowed to use, for the movie, they weren't allowed to use the Zeo suits. They don't have they can't use them in the movie, and that's why they have to make up completely new suits and stuff, because they don't have Sentai rights to like do the movie, just like the last one.
Honestly, I didn't have a problem with like the suits. They were pretty on brand for, you know, Power Rangers, but I think unless they stated it and I don't remember, but like, what about the turbo upgrade is better than like previous? Because like I didn't notice any difference, you know.
It saved them money because they could just buy cars.
But then they do a whole season of it because there's a Car Ranger thing. It's weird. I think Sentai, maybe that season wasn't out yet, and that's why they couldn't do it. I don't remember.
I guess okay, yeah. I mean, like in real life, you're saying like they saved money, so that's why.
Yeah.
But I mean, like in the storyline of the movie or the seasons, like, is there anything about the cars or the turbo, like naming that the upgrade that they got, because they kind of build it as like this is the most powerful Zord or whatever. Like, what about it was better than any of the others? Because that was unclear.
It didn't seem like anything was better. Like the turbo thing never really came into effect. No. Like, what does turbo mean? Like,
yeah, they didn't. There's nothing about it that they weren't going any faster. Like they couldn't move like quicker. Like their cars were amphibious. Like that was cool. That's a cool upgrade, I guess, to a car. You know, but like,
so the turbo. Like the weird thing about this is the turbo was stupid because the Zeo crystals, which is what they had before, were the things that gave Power Rangers their power.
Okay.
So now they're like, hey, the things that they don't even explain what happened to the Zeo crystals. They basically didn't, like, they're just still there. Like the entire series, they never talk about Zeo crystals again, even though they're the things that gave Power Rangers their power originally, and they just invented these new turbo powers. So they don't even explain why they can't use the Zeo powers anymore.
So yeah,
they literally don't say
it's
it.
Because they adapted
crazy.
the Japanese version, right? Which, to your point, Chris, I'm reading it right now. It was a parody of of a different installment. So like it was never intended, but that's the footage they had, so they had to use it. That's so funny. And
so they had to come up with a reason why they just basically got rid of the Zeo crystals and was like, yep. And it's crazy because later seasons, they don't get rid of their powers, because later seasons, like the Black Ranger comes back and he still has his morpher and he uses it to like help out. Like once a season, they always have like the old Rangers come back for something, like another Ranger will show up as a crossover episode or something. And so it's really weird. They just like, hey, we're not going to pay attention to that anymore.
In this movie, did they use footage from the Japanese show or movie? Did they have like a counterpart, or was like everything in this movie?
That's filmed, a great question.
Like,
I would think that the final fight was, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a couple of scenes where I'm like, oh yeah, maybe this was like borrowed footage. I mean, it all looked, I mean, you know, like in the series, in the show, you could tell there was like maybe like a quality difference, or the camera looked a little different, or, you know, like you could pick up on like
clues.
Yeah, like the street signs and the go-karts that they're driving around or whatever are all in Japanese instead of, and you're like, well, it's weird, you know, but you're a kid, you're not thinking about that. But like I was looking for that in this movie and I couldn't quite, like I guess I like looking at it, I'm like, oh, maybe they filmed all of it in the US, like the same production company filmed all of it, you know, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is weird. I didn't think about how they kind of did the crossover, because usually all the Sentai footage of them fighting was always.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm about to blow your mind. So a couple seasons ago, we did the movie The Cell. The Pink Ranger in this was one of the victims in like the milk tub.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
That's interesting.
That's weird.
Anyway.
Catherine Sutherland, you mean?
Yeah.
Good old Catherine Sutherland.
Yep.
Oh, wow. She's in a lot of Power Ranger stuff. Holy cow. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's in the newest movie, or the most recent movie, too.
She's the mom from Stranger Things.
Is she?
No.
No.
No. Is she?
No.
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 I was like,
No.
hold on a second here.
All right, so they have to make new Ranger powers,
guy.
which is weird because usually the powers are given to them from alien forces or whatever. They get the Turbo Zords, which is stupid as hell.
The thing that they get their powers on looks like the Simon Says
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
game, mechanical game. So it looks kind of cool.
They have a bunch of they have new morphers where they put the key in and twist and start the car type of thing, which is stupid. But every season now they have different morphers for all the different ways they morph. They're one of the seasons they're literally pull out cell phones and like text like, "Hey, I want to morph."
Hey, morph me.
They have like it's a flip phone. They pull out like flip phones. I think it's like 2 seasons after this. They pull out a flip phone and like hit a button.
Yeah, make sure they got service so they can morph.
Yeah, it's a lot. There's one where they have to like roll it, like they have to like do like almost a lighter start. It's stupid as hell. But anyway, they get these new cars. They're like, hey, we got it. These cars are better. And so then like, you got this car. They give them each one gets introduced to their thing. Like Tommy is the Red Lightning. Adam, who's the Green Ranger, is the Desert Thunder. Yellow is Tanya, and she has the Dune Star, which is a Jeep. And then Kat, who's the Pink Ranger, is the Wind Chaser.
And none of them have any distinct like separation. They're all just kind of the same.
As soon as they get the cars, they have to go on a boat after that. It's stupid.
Yeah. They all look. Each car has the same power. Nothing special about any of them.
I think even in the season they have like go-karts too, which is stupid. But Justin is the Mountain Blaster. He's that's his guy.
The Mountain Blaster.
I think it's Alfar Zornan's like, hey, you guys got to drive. You got to use these cars to drive across the Great Desert to get to the galleon, the Ghost Galleon, which is like Angel Grove is across the Great Desert for some reason. I thought they were near a beach. I don't know why. What the hell?
I would just like to pause for 1 second here and reflect on how many scenes of fighting you've talked about so far in this film.
None
Right.
so far.
Yes, very significant.
Which is inherently the biggest problem with this
Yes.
movie.
There's not a lot of fighting.
It's like all the stuff from a Power Rangers episode without the payoff.
Because it's just all getting to like this one island, there's one fight there, which we'll talk about. But
I mean, they fought on the ship for like a half second too, but
oh, that's right, those stupid blob things. But okay, so we're getting there. So they get to the actual ship called the Ghost Galleon. So they don't announce who the Blue Ranger is, right? So they drive across the desert in these cars. They're like, this is great, and then they get to the ghost ship. And the ghost ship lets them put their cars on the rickety old like actual ghost ship. That's, I guess, I don't know. It has a mind of its own.
It's so anticlimactic because they get these cool cars, these Zords, and like you can't use them yet.
You got to get on a boat.
yeah.
They can't get across the ocean, so you have to get on some old rickety boat.
It's actual old boat. Like they just went down to like the pair and was like, hey, who has an old boat? Let's use that to film on.
And no one was like, hey, maybe giving them cars isn't the right, like that's not the right Zord to fight, you know?
Maybe they shouldn't be going to an
cars
island.
Cars for this ocean. It's great.
Maybe they should have been boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, like
jet
why
skis
could
or
they?
something.
Yeah, it's almost like they had a bunch of jet skis earlier, and they could
Or make the boats make the cars turn into boats
turn
too.
into boats. Yep.
Or submarines or something.
Yeah, it could have been a submarine one. It could have been like,
Dude, even a scene of them just driving on the bottom of the ocean would have been sick. Like, like just make
Well,
it
not one could
stupid. Who
fly.
cares? What do you
Stupid.
care? Yeah. Like,
so wait,
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this. These cars actually have minds of their own. They're actually like not like they're not
They're
just have to
AI.
be.
Powered by ChatGPT.
One of the seasons where I said there's these crossovers, the Justin comes back as the Blue Ranger, and he has to go help capture the cars because they're running wild.
Wow. So they're all Kit from Knight Rider.
And they're just running wild in this field, and he has to go stop them from running wild so they can use them to like fight something. It's really stupid. But okay, so they get on the boat, they go through the Nemesis Triangle. Lirgot lets Divatox in. How do they get in through? How do the Rangers get in again? I can't remember.
Justin finds some like weird like little passageway on the island. Is that what you're talking about?
No, on the boat. You know they have to cross through.
Oh, that the time they're like they have to do a certain pose and time their key like things.
In
sync
the
up their
middle or
key.
something, right?
Yeah, to sync up their stances with the keys their morphing keys to like trigger.
Because he drops his behind a barrel or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, how do I do the stance? And he does it wrong. And it's like ha ha ha. Stupid kid doesn't know how to do this Power Ranger stance or whatever. It's stupid.
Oh, wait. Did you talk about the ship exploding already? Did I miss that?
No, we didn't get there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's because they're just getting them strangled. They do fight these blobs that Al Gore leaves for him.
Al Gore.
Al Gore. Elgar leaves.
The truth.
Yeah. He's like, there are pipes everywhere. They go everywhere. He leaves these blobs that grow into like these monsters. They fight them. They fight them without morphing. Justin, apparently they kind of let him know that his dad is a instructor, karate instructor. That's why he knows how to fight. He actually, in the season, he actually fights Algar without being
a ranger morphed.
Yeah, he just fights him as a kid and he just beats crap out of him. It's really crazy. Because they get fighting skills from their morphing. They actually aren't great fighters until they morph.
That explains the whole first scene in the ring then.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So the morphing makes them a lot stronger and faster and better fighters. Okay. They get into the Nemesis Triangle. At the same time, Jason and Kimberly are trying to escape, and they just like, their idea is to unscrew a bunch of bolts so that they can get out. But the water, like, it doesn't make any sense why they would do it this way, because the water would just push, like the pressure would be too much and they wouldn't be able to hold it back if they're trying to hold back water under the ocean. It doesn't make any sense. So that's how they escape, but obviously Jason gets stuck and he gets trapped, I think. Does Kimberly get caught again?
Yeah, by like, she gets caught by like the island people.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, so they get to the island. The Ghost Galleon blows up. Divatox destroys the Ghost Galleon. Kimberly does get caught by the tribal natives who worship Malagor. The Rangers, obviously, their boats their cars can float. Is it the Green Ranger goes ahead first for some reason, Adam, and he's like, "Oh no, they're gonna blow up the ship," because they shoot it.
And he's got like the best binoculars ever.
And he's like, "Oh, the cars can float. Good thing." Which kind of makes
we get the coolest shot, I think, of the cars here driving up out of the water that's on fire with debris into like slow-mo. I was like, okay, this is a cool way to use them. Like,
they drive the cars onto an island though. You can't drive on an island. Okay. It just makes no sense.
But that shot in the water with the fire was cool. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
More of that.
Yeah. So there are natives living on this island. Somehow they find out where Divatox is, trying to summon Malagor back. They're walking around.
Malagors. They like worship Malagor or whatever.
Yeah. But the Rangers are walking by a cave and they're like, "Oh wait, I hear them in there. They're in there. Let's go in." And they go in and they confront them. Kimberly and Jason basically gets transformed into evil versions of themselves by Malagor.
That was a cool twist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they start fighting the Rangers. Jason and Tommy start going at it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wait. Can we talk about how the lava looks that they were getting like
lowered
into?
So bad.
Oh, horrible. They could have just put like rocks and a light under it. It would have looked better. Like
a lava lamp would have been better.
Yeah, literally anything would have been better.
Dump a few lava lamps into that pit.
They could have taken film footage from actual lava.
Yeah.
And just put it, like, cut it in. I don't know, whatever.
Spent all their money on the lion, the chimpanzees, and blowing up that old pirate ship.
Buying 7 cars.
They have to use those in the episode, so
I did like the twist though, where Jason and Kimberly become evil, because I always was like, Jason's the leader. Then Tommy came along. People just liked Tommy, so they made him a leader. So I was always like rooting for Jason the whole time. I was he got usurped as a leader. So I think that was kind of cool. They harkened back.
They were the best looking fighters out of everything in the entire movie.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah. You could tell that they were in it for real, like actually doing punches and kicks.
Yeah, so they start fighting. Was Kimberly does Miller got transform her?
Yeah, she gets freed first.
He blows her a kiss.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Or the family, Jason, him and his family blow her a kiss. Jason
does something. He's still fighting though. But he gets transformed again too somehow. I can't remember how they did that.
I think they came back, they talk him back into being or to remembering who he was or something, right?
Is that what it is?
I think he's like dangling. I remember one.
Yeah.
He gets like he's fighting Tommy, and then Tommy does like a flip or something, and then he's all of a sudden dangling into the lava pit.
Yep.
And then Kimberly gets the awakening kiss from Laragot or whatever, and she's just like, "Oh my god, like what am I doing?" And then she goes to help pull Jason up, and as they're pulling him up, they're like, "Remember who you are? It's me, Tommy." And and then I think that's what happens.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now I remember that. I was like so checked out at this point. I was like, "This is dumb."
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was like, "All right, let's just get to the Zord fight and let's move on." Like,
hold on. Really quick, I love that Tommy, his helmet's off for a little bit of this. He's got his giant ponytail and hair sticking out, and they put it on. They cut away for him to put it on because there's no way for him to just put it on. I was like, I like it. It's stupid.
Divatox throws Elgar in to revive Malagor, to her nephew. Elgar goes in, Malagor gets released, and then we finally get some fighting of Malagor, and then he grows really big, and they get the Turbo Megazord finally because the cars, like, they don't actually use the cars at all to do anything other than drive across the desert.
Well, prior to that, they have like these weapons they pull out. Nothing whatsoever.
Dude, every single one of them shoots, even the sword. I was like, this is stupid.
And they do nothing.
They pulled them out way too late. They could have went into the beginning of that fight with those weapons.
Yes.
They just blasted everything.
And that's what drives me nuts with all the like Power Rangers in general. Like, just skip to the part where you're a Power Ranger, or skip the part where you're in the Zord, or skip the part where you're in the Megazord, and just finish it rather than all this other bull in between.
Yeah, get in the Megazord and just stomp on them.
Finish it right there. You win.
No movie then.
I think Malagor looks pretty cool, though. I think they did CG for his face, and it actually looks good.
He's like the main villain for a couple seasons. He's like the big bad.
Yeah, you could tell they actually spent money on him. He actually looks sweet.
It's probably because they're probably taking it from Japan, like the Sentai series, since they used him for a while.
No.
He's the big bad that gets the Zordon commits suicide or dies eventually.
Jesus Christ.
He does, and then
Rangers, I give up.
Rangers. January 6th didn't go as planned. Goodbye.
No.
Kills himself.
That's his letter. Rangers.
It did not go as planned. Goodbye.
I was implicated in the files, Rangers. Oh, no, not you too, Zordon.
Zordon, too? Oh, man.
Zordon, they got him, man.
What was he doing with those Rangers the whole time?
Oh, no.
What does it mean for Alpha 5?
Oh, Christ. It's terrible.
Rigog and Divatox leave, or they run away. They flee. Rigog, or whatever his name is the other big guy that kind of wanders around with her other henchman. They kind of like be like, they run away like, oh no, Malagor's not going to, marry me or whatever. But Malagor goes outside. They make the Turbo Megazord, and then they fight for like a minute, and then they just kill the Demon King, and he falls off a mountain, I guess, and dies.
The Turbo Megazord's arms look so small, the way they're like.
It looks like he's just wearing boxes on his arms.
Yeah. It's like, what are these arms?
I also prefer this over the CG from the last film, so.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Way better.
Yeah, still better, yeah. I also noticed, I don't know why, but okay, so like obviously when they're the Megazord is being, assembled, right? They're showing all the clips of like the cars connecting and all that stuff. And then it like the back of it puts like jets on and like lifts itself up or something, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Like why didn't you?
So it lifts up and it shows like the lifted version and like the Megazord, and then it like does like a flash and it cuts to like a thinner version of the Megazord that's clearly a different model. And then it flashes again to like the actor in the suit playing the Megazord. And I'm like, why was there 3 versions? They could have just went from one to the second. Like they had to show this other like thin, like, because they had to do it, I think, because it was just like so it was so different from the actual actor in the suit versus like what the cars all look like connected together. You know, it was just really bad. I just remember thinking like, damn, they could have done a little bit better of a job here.
It was jarring how different it was between each.
Yeah, it was like
generation.
I'm just thinking like, damn, like, okay, this is, I mean, I appreciate the practical effects, but like why?
Cut that part out for a second. Yeah, like we didn't need that.
Just like cut it, spin it around, and just go straight to the guy in the car. I don't know. It was just bizarre. It was bizarre choice.
There's a lot of there's a lot of examples of that throughout the series where like something doesn't fit right or look right, but they can't really do anything about it because they're getting footage from the Sentai series and they're just like using it whenever they can. But like, for example, one of the other funny ones was, I think in the third season, there was like they had Titanus, which was like that big brontosaurus thing that the Megazord would ride in. And when they got like the Thunder Zord and then there's like Ninja Zord or whatever it was, it couldn't actually fit in Titanus, but they still used Titanus in the Sentai footage. And they just basically, you could see that it's just a toy that they jammed in there, but it wasn't sitting in there correctly. And it's like there's like a lot of examples of that of like on YouTube and stuff of like look, this is how they filmed this, and they just like the guy was like jamming the toy in there and then like just using the camera to like move it along. And it didn't fit right, so it's like there were like instances of it falling over and stuff. It's pretty funny to watch.
I will say it's cool. It's cool as hell. Like Magnavox or whatever his name is flies off the cliff and like explodes. Like that's sick. I do like all the sparks when they like punch. Like that's cool. It was nice to get the classics back here. You know, the classic.
Well, that's a staple of that series. Is like there's the explosions, but when they went to Disney, they weren't allowed because of like laws at Disney or requirements of Disney. They weren't allowed to do those things anymore. They had to put the explosions behind the actors. So all the Disney seasons, when they do the fights where they're punching and stuff and like the explosions are happening, they're like way off in the distance for safety reasons.
That's so funny.
Because Disney had this weird rule. And then when they went back to Saban, they were allowed to do the explosions and like at the person or in front again. It was really strange why
Disney
they did it that way.
Didn't want to get sued.
I guess. But there's like a lot of weird instances like that of just like, well, it makes sense. Why the hell would they do that? It looks stupid. Where are we at now? Malagor falls off the friggin' thing and then they go back to Angel Grove. They save the shelter by winning the karate championship thing. They're like in a boxing ring doing karate 3-on-3 style, which is really stupid.
Yeah, 3-on-3, 3v3.
Oh, Jason steps in for Brocky when he got hurt, Rocky. And then Lergot goes back to his home planet with his wife, and Justin eventually becomes a full-time Blue Ranger.
Oh, and they won the competition, and I think what was that check for? Like 20 grand,
25K. Yeah,
that's a decent amount of money back then. I'm like, do people like martial arts and they get sponsorships like that big for that? Like, that's a lot of money.
I will say some of the choreography there, I mean, as goofy as it was still cool. Like cooler than most of the movie.
I think JT was saying like, did they get like who did the Sentai footage for this movie? Was it because there like we talked about in the last movie? There's a lot of weird rules they had from a contract wise. They weren't allowed to do certain things in America versus what they were getting. That's why the first movie is so weird because they didn't have basically the Sentai series was like, you can't do this. You're not having any of our stuff. That's why they had to remake everything. I think they weren't allowed to use like the actual people in the costumes in that movie. And that's the end of it. So let's go into the feedback for this movie. Jeff, we'll start with you. We want to talk about this Power Rangers Turbo or Turbo Power Rangers movie. Oh, Jordan, why don't you talk about Turbo Power Rangers movie first? Okay.
Did I like this movie? No. But I liked it better than the original Power Rangers movie. And I'll tell you why. One, because I remember loving the Power Rangers when I grew up. I remember loving that movie when I grew up. After rewatching that original movie, I hated it. So I was not tied. At this point, I was like done with the Power Rangers franchise. So I was not invested in any of these characters, any of the lore. So my bias was gone at this point. But also, they didn't use a crappy CGI in this movie, which I really appreciate because that first movie was like, it was god awful. Two, and this is my problem with the movie, the original movie and the show just in general, is all so formulaic. It was like, they're out of Power Ranger suit, they get in a fight, get kicked. Let's go in our Power Ranger suit, get in a fight, get kicked. Let's go in our Zords, get kick. Let's go to the Megazord. Now we'll win. This movie didn't really follow that formula as much. It did follow that formula, not to the extent it did with the original movie and the show. So I appreciated that. And like just listening to the lore you told me about this movie in general, Chris, makes me like it more than the first one. Again, I don't like this movie. I don't think it's good, but I like it better than the original one. So there you go.
Okay. Jeff, what about you?
Yeah, sorry, I had to pee. I pretty much echo what Jordan said. I had to wipe my butt, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so exactly what Jordan said. Really, this was just a really long episode of Power Rangers, but unfortunately, they didn't like sprinkle in enough action. They just kept all of it at the end again, which for a full-length movie was rough. So, like, this could have been a good Power Rangers movie if they had more fighting and stuff, and like more Zording and more things like that. But like, yeah, but to that point, I also like this more than the other one. Even though people seem to think this is one of the worst movies of all time, I would argue that the other one is worse than this. I do think Ivan Ooze is a cooler villain than what's her face, Divatox, whatever the hell her name is.
Detox.
But I did like the monster guy at the end, Magnavox, whatever his name was.
Malagor.
Yeah. Sure.
Detox and Magnavox.
Yeah, this movie sucked, but it was still better and less sucky than the first one. So
I just remember in the first one they did all these unnecessary flips and like cartwheels and stuff.
I'm fine with unnecessary flips and cartwheels.
But it's just so dumb and over the top. Again, I know it's Power Rangers, so you can't like nitpick that, but like it was more a little tame in this one. I don't know if it's a budget reason or the less skilled action people or stunt people.
That's true.
But I appreciate that more in this.
Oh, really? I think I would have preferred more dumb flips in this. It would have made it better in my eyes.
They needed like a half hour more of just fights. They needed like more Megazords.
Yeah, they need a half an hour shorter and half an hour more of fights. So
they need to use their Zords for something.
But it would have been stupid though, because they've been like, oh, the Zords don't work. Let's make the Megazord.
Dude,
then.
if they would have just drove in the Zord and had guns, that would have been cool. Like guns out the window of the cars would have been sick.
If they just drove through a whole pile of putties or whatever the bad guys were in their cars, that would have been way better.
That'd have been sick.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah, cars didn't do enough.
They didn't do anything. Yeah, you're right.
Dude, they should make a Power Rangers movie today. They should make a new Power Rangers movie, except they're going to make it like a zombie movie, and instead of the zombies, it's all putties.
Okay. Like World War Z with putties?
Yeah, like putties crawling on each other, doing ninja kicks at you.
Yeah, the putties are gone, though.
Bring back the putties.
That was first season, right?
Yeah. I think the first season or two, they had putties. Three, the first 3 seasons, I think, or 2 seasons. I don't remember. Because then it became the Clockwork Empire or whatever it was. Yeah, it's like the other alien force was like robot clock people. JT, you're next. What do you think of this movie?
Okay. So I don't remember the first one. I remember it as a kid thinking like I loved it, you know. So I'll have to rewatch the first one because you guys are saying it's pretty bad. Hate it.
Yeah. You're gonna ruin your childhood.
Ruin my childhood. Yeah. Well, I would say from like as an adult, this movie is terrible. It was very difficult to get through. I think I fell asleep for probably 5 minutes in the middle somewhere in the movie and didn't really miss anything. Not enough fighting, like just in general. The little bit of fighting that they did have seemed very kind of like it was kind of useless and sloppy. Except at the end, the only 2 fighters that were like that looked actually competent were what's his name, Jason and
Tommy,
Kimberly or whatever. The older Power Rangers, and then pacing wise, I thought it was really weird. They spent a lot of time at the beginning setting up stuff that like I just didn't feel connected to the characters really, you know, and I think that's probably just me being like, these aren't the original Power Rangers, like who cares, you know? But overall from like a filmmaking perspective, you know, it's I thought the best shots of the entire movie were actually at the very beginning in like that jungle scene. like that. I was like, oh, this actually doesn't look that bad. Like, I wonder what kind of cameras they're using. This looks like a movie, you know? And then it started to get like real bad because they started to introduce like props that just kind of look like shit, you know?
All the chimp wieners.
Yeah, no, I think that was fine. I think probably maybe a little bit more of that, it would have been a better movie, you know?
That's true, yeah.
I don't like the unresolved storyline of, you know, where were the chimpanzees taking the Larigod or whatever his name is. Like, maybe he would have been better off just staying with them than not having the Pink Ranger and Tommy or whatever, you know, finding them before. Because it looks like they were like off to take him to safety. And I wanted to know where that safety was, you know, and we didn't get that. But yeah, overall,
the chimpanzee cut.
Yeah. Overall, you know, I don't like it. I didn't like it.
So I wanted to mention this that I said the cars come back later in like other seasons and like have their monitor and they're just driving around. There's also a lot of stuff that, like, the Green Ranger's Dragon Zord is just stored somewhere on Earth and just he doesn't use it anymore.
Dude, dun, 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 dun. Like, where are you? Why? Why is that gone? That was cool.
Use that all the time. What are you talking about?
Dude, it's just a Megazord without all the other people. You have your own private Megazord. Why would you not utilize?
So also in the following seasons, we're in space in Lost Galaxy. Those are the next two seasons after this Turbo season. And they're supposed to be like, Lost Galaxy was like one of the best seasons ever made. But I think it's the Lost Galaxy or it's the season right after that where Alpha 5 gets replaced by Alpha 6 in the next season. And the season after that, he gets replaced by Alpha 7 or something, or Alpha something. And he's like, what do they call it? He's a city youth kid. Like he speaks in like rap and stuff.
Incredible.
It's really bad. And
What?
yeah, like they're like, I don't know why they replace him, but he gets like a new voice in the next season, I think. And then the season after that, he gets this inner city youth voice. And he's like, yo, 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 Rangers. It's really crazy. But that's supposed to be like the best season too. Or maybe it's the season after that, but like it's crazy. They do go back to the Zords thing.
Lightspeed.
Yeah. The Lightspeed Rescue. There's one of the other seasons, I think it's like the 8th season or something. They go back to the car things, except they're like, one's a fire truck Zord and like a train. They get a train Zord that carries all the other Zords around. It's pretty crazy. And they're just selling stuff. I mean, at that point, they're just like,
yeah.
They're just selling things. There's so many Zords that come up. Like I think there's like 7 or 8 Megazords in the next couple seasons. Like each one has like 3 or 4 different versions. It's crazy. Me next. What I think about this movie, my feedback is it's not great. There's not enough. It's better than the first movie. Not enough fighting things and robots and big monsters at all. I don't understand why they did that. I don't understand why they would write a movie like this, especially because like in the season they go back and rehash all this stuff, which is really stupid. They've changed it a little bit because Malagor doesn't actually die. Yeah, it's just really stupid. I understand why they did it this way. I understand why they brought in what's his name, Justin. They're trying to change it up and bring in try to get new kids interested in it. But I think in general it's just not a great movie at all. It is a long episode without the cool parts of the episode. There's not a lot of fighting. It's just not great. In general, I don't understand why they did this. Maybe because they thought they were going to make money. I don't get it.
I mean, did they make money? They probably did.
I think they only made like $1 million.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they beat their budget.
That's considered a flop, though. Yeah.
I get why they brought a kid in for like get kids involved, but like if you think about it, like this kid's fighting monsters, it's pretty up. I know they're teenagers also just fighting monsters, but like this is a little kid.
He wants
to.
Yeah,
but they grew him up, you know, when he put the costume on.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes, he gets they get all their power from that.
Another funny thing is to see like a grown man in the Blue Ranger suit, and then you hear like a little kid voice. That was kind of throwing me off there. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, and I mean, in the season, there's 50 episodes of him, like as the Ranger.
Yeah, it's wild.
And like, I think like one of the later seasons when he comes back, the crossover episode, he's just like at his house, like going to school, and he's like, "Oh no, the Rangers need me back." I hear any train. Like, why wouldn't you just do this every day if you could? I don't understand.
So I did see in the show. He skips grades to get into high school to be with the rest of the Power Ranger kid, like teenagers. I was like, all right, cool.
Did you notice? I know I keep going back, but did you notice that when they first introduced that the Blue Ranger was gonna be back, but before they showed him Justin or whatever the kid's name is, they did like a crotch shot of a dude in the Blue Ranger suit, so you could like see his like shape. You know what I mean? You're looking at it and you're like, oh man, okay, well this isn't a kid, because I think they were trying to be like, oh, it's not Justin, it's not like the little kid, because everyone's thinking leading up to that, oh, he's gonna be the new Blue Ranger, but no, then they showed like a crotch shot, yeah, of like the dude. I'm like, oh, okay, now he's way too big, you know. So then it cuts to, you know, they're in the whatever, and they're showing the cars, and then he goes and says, oh, you know, we're the Blue Ranger or Rocky or whatever the Blue Ranger car is gonna be sitting back here, and then you know, the next scene or whatever after that, they introduce like Justin being that. So I think they're trying to like fool the audience, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, all right, like this is what they're doing here. You're gonna do it with like a shot, you know. Okay.
Fooled me once.
Doesn't Alpha leave it like, hey, you know, we'll figure this out. You guys go ahead. We'll figure out the Blue Ranger thing. And Justin's in the command center, I think, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, they're like, oh, we'll figure it out. And
I
then,
mean, it's for kids,
like,
guys.
wink,
It's
yeah,
a
but then he
movie for
shows up,
children.
like he just pulls up later, like when they get there, like, oh, who's that in the blue stupid car?
Yeah, and it's like a little kid voice at a grown man's body, and you're like, ha, gotcha. See, it is Justin.
See, Chris, this is I bet you didn't catch that this movie was also an allegory for religion.
I don't think so. Don't bring up the worst movie we've ever done on the show. Mother, stupid. If you guys go back and listen to our last episode of Mother, but just don't watch the movie because it's garbage.
All right. It got 3 thumbs ups out of 4, so that's all you need to know.
No, well, one's unofficial, so
She counts.
all right. So let's rate this movie. Jeff, what do you give this movie? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I mean, it's a thumbs down. It's not good, but it's also for kids and not for me. So, you know, I might have liked it when I was way little, but I mean, show it to some of your kids. Let us report back, Chris.
Oh, they probably like it because they're little and they don't understand.
Yeah,
how
there
the
you
world
go.
works.
So that's, if that, you know what, that's who it's for though. Then they like it. That's all that matters. But for me, you know, a 40-year-old man, I'm gonna give it a thumbs down.
Okay. Wait, was it better than Lizzie McGuire movie?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Jordan, what about
Okay,
you?
good. I'm gonna give a thumbs down because Justin.
Okay. Is it better than Lizzie McGuire?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
have to get back to you on that one.
Similar tone, right?
JT, do you give this movie a thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'm gonna go with thumbs down because, like I said, I really wish they would have resolved the chimpanzee storyline. But yeah, just thumbs down. I mean, as a kid, like Jeff was saying, probably a much better experience. So
I agree. I'm gonna agree with you guys and say that I wish I could give a thumbs up because it's Power Rangers, but again, it's not at this point in time. You know, it's not a good movie. It's just, if there was more fighting, I probably would have said this is great, but it wasn't. I don't understand why. Maybe the next one in my next episode, the
There
reboot
are 4,
movie.
right? You get to do all 4 of them now.
Yeah.
You son of
Yep. Yes, I do. Next episode is who?
Me.
Jeff.
Hey, you guys are in for a treat. I also have a theme I'm going with, if you remember correctly. It is dystopian cyberpunk movies that have to
we
do
watched
with
that bad movie before.
with robotics. Blade Runner is not a bad movie. Jesus Christ.
We watched that bad movie before.
That boring movie from last time.
That's fair. You might be bored with it. We're going to watch the 1984 film Runaway, which
God
has
damn it.
anyone ever heard of this?
No.
Okay, here's who it stars. Ready? Tom Selleck, Cynthia Rose, Kirstie Alley, and Gene Simmons.
Who's that?
Oh, Chris.
Is that the workout guy?
Gene Simmons. That's Richard Simmons.
Oh, okay.
Is that the workout
Gene
guy?
Simmons.
Sweating to the
Gene
oldies?
Simmons is in Kiss.
Oh,
He's the
okay,
with
that guy,
big,
the
long
tongue guy.
tongue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
The
the
tongue
workout
guy.
guy.
The
Definitely
tongue
not that
guy.
guy.
The tongue
Different
guy.
kind of workout. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what we're watching. I'm excited to show you guys this. This is a deep cut from my childhood that my sister and I like went back and forth trying to figure out what the hell this was called because we both had memories of it. But it's an interesting one, so I'm excited.
It's called
to show
what?
everybody
The Runaway?
Just Runaway. One word.
Okay. Isn't The Runaway like that one movie with the red car and Tom Selleck or something?
No, that's this movie without the red car.
No, that's this movie. Stupid.
What's the other movie with the Tom Selleck's driving around a car?
Magnum PI.
No.
The show.
Cannonball Run.
Are you thinking of Knight Rider? And it's not
Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds is Cannonball Run.
Yeah, okay. It was
Burt
Reynolds.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
To be fair, I guess that's two people okay, I'll give you a pass on confusing them.
Yeah, at least
they both have awesome mustaches. So
yeah. Okay, so wait, what's the movie with the Red Hot Chili Peppers in it?
Oh, I know you're talking about with the car chase scene. Yeah, I don't know what that movie's called, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's a Charlie Sheen one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, we talked about it before, yeah.
Okay.
That's an interesting one, too. But nope, we're not watching that.
Or something like that.
Could be Back to the Future, too. Flea's in that.
Oh, yeah.
You know that?
I don't think I've seen those movies. Maybe I have.
What?
Oh, you guys gotta do Back to the Future.
No, I saw the one where they go to the
Shut up. Don't say
Western,
it.
the Western one.
That's the third one, and you got to see the other two first.
You saw the worst one.
Yeah. Do you know that? Did you ever see the Matrix?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I've only seen the third one.
what you like watching just the third part, the third movie in the trilogy?
Let me put this all in perspective.
First Terminator movie he saw was Terminator Salvation. That's the first one he saw.
Oh my god.
He still hasn't seen 2. We're getting there. But he has seen Dunstan Checks In.
Yeah, multiple times, and Baby's Day Out,
and Carpool.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I've seen Carpool so many times. It's stupid. Yeah, I've seen the is it the fourth one or the fifth one? Matrix, fourth one.
The fourth one's terrible. That's the newest one, Revelations. Or
okay, I saw the other one. That's it. We're done. Next time we're watching Runaway, 1984's Runaway.
Yep.
Thank you, JT, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being a guest, pal.
Thanks for watching Power Rangers.
Don't ever make me do it again.
Yeah.
Remind people where they can find you, your stuff.
Bethlehem.com. And
Bethlehem. Spell it.
That's in the show notes.
Yeah, it's Bethlehem.com. No, it's DETHLEHEM. So no A's anywhere. And then when you're done listening to death metal, you can watch some wedding videos that I've edited. PendervilleWeddingFilms.com.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you again. We do have the Bethlehem link in all of our show notes. So if anybody's looking down there.
Cool. I didn't know that. I don't know why you do that, but cool.
It says other shows we're on and has Mysterious Pals,
okay.
Cream Team, and that. You don't even pay attention to what I put in those show notes.
I don't. That's too many notes.
Yeah, sorry.
Jeff doesn't know how to read.
Well, in that case, please leave a comment in your podcast platform of choice. Please connect us on social media. All those links can be found in the show notes along with the Bethlehem link. And if you have any questions or suggestions for a future movie, you can send us an email at watchpals.show@gmail.com. You can also go to our website at watchpals.show. It's watchpals.show. Thank you, Jordan, for being here and watching Power Rangers with me.
Thanks, Chalky.
And thank you, Jeff, for being here and watching the Power Rangers again.
Hey, yep, I did it.
The next Power Ranger movie is going to be is a good one. I like that one. JT, Thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
And we will see you all next time. Thank you out there in Watchland. Until next time, please set your watches for the next episode of the Watch Pals.